Have you ever wondered how a simple AI tool could change your life? Let me tell you how I'm currently using ChatGPT to create my dream life. For the past year, I've been using ChatGPT for planning, creativity, organization, inspiration, a soundboard, a therapist. I literally use ChatGPT for everything. Started off with the bot on Snapchat, and I'm going to be completely transparent. In the last 2 or 3 years, when all the AI has been rolling out, I purposely steered clear of it for a while until the little weird AI bot came on Snapchat. I started asking questions and kind of like feeling out how it would answer. And I was like, okay, this thing has like pretty good responses. It's pretty logical. That's when I thought to ask it business questions for the first time. I think I posted a story on my close friends, like not AI helping me build my business because I was so fascinated with its answers. And a friend of mine in my close friends was like, use ChatGPT. I just used, like, you could do this on ChatGPT, which is definitely a much smoother tool than the integration that comes with Snapchat. I downloaded the app and the rest was history. From that moment, I was hooked. Ladies and gentlemen, I don't know how else to say it. I was just so amazed with how well it fine tunes your ideas and builds off of what you put. That just got me sucked in. But let's get specific. Also, sorry if it's a little bit echoey in here or like weird. I'm breaking in my brand new apartment, trying to figure out the setup still and how I want it to be. But yes, welcome to my new backdrop. We have more content coming up on that, but that's a story for another time. Fast forward to today, I use ChatGPT as my therapist, as my personal assistant, as my content planner. When I have all my tabs open on my desktop at work, just believe ChatGPT is one. I'm responding to an email, if I'm writing an email to my manager, if I'm organizing my tasks for the day, the simple black and white, like using it for school or textbooks, tests, like I use it for my real estate. I'm telling you, on a practical day-to-day basis, you can use this. You can use this to improve your mindset, habits, life, like I can either pay up to $150 a session for my therapist, and don't get me wrong, she's lovely, she knows her shit, and it's super personalized, or I can just type out my thoughts and my feelings to ChatGPT and get a personalized response for free. As I stated in the beginning, this all really started with me asking ChatGPT a bunch of business strategy questions. And that's the first thing that I'm going to say. If you have an entrepreneurial mindset, if you have dreams of building a business, there are so many shortcuts. The more detail that you input to ChatGPT, the more beautifully it can craft and like target your needs. It'll ask you certain questions that go deeper, and as you answer those, it continues to build and build a profile that can one day be your business. And at that point, then all you have to do is the steps and the action. Literally something that before AI you could pay a business strategist thousands of dollars for, you get on your fingertips. It is your dream to be an entrepreneur. Start to get on ChatGPT and play with it and see what you can come up with. Honestly, I've learned so much. My favorite thing about ChatGPT is everything that it gives you is inside of you. It doesn't really work off of more information than you give it. My brain has always struggled with the practical side of creating videos on YouTube, a consistent schedule, or how to format things, organize them in a practical way. ChatGPT just kind of steps in where I lack, and I get to just do the creative aspect. I will make a disclaimer, don't put anything too confidential. You are entering this information into a database that is going on into the cyber web of God knows what. So yeah, don't put anything in there that's like super private or that you wouldn't want anybody else to know. Okay. I even use ChatGPT to help me analyze my strengths and my weaknesses. It's just such a unbiased point of view, a judgment-free zone. I've used it to make decisions because I'm a super indecisive Betsy. I've been seeing talk come up more and more on TikTok and on YouTube about creating your dream life. Intuitively, I was already going into that realm, but seeing other people's videos about doing that made me so excited because, of course, they thought about it in ways different than I did. There was a YouTuber that I stumbled across her video, and she titled her video something like exact prompts to use on ChatGPT to build your dream life, something like that. I'll put her video up on here, and if not, I'll definitely add her in the description box because I want to give credit where it's due. She had such a thorough way of going into how she used ChatGPT to create her dream life. She put a prompt in there to have ChatGPT write her a letter from her future self to herself now, with any advice that future self may have. Even in her video, she said that that was the most touching part, and I completely, absolutely agree with her. When I had ChatGPT write me a letter from my future self, I literally cried. I was reading that shit on the toilet, crying because it just knew like the right words to say. Till this day, I read that letter. I read that letter at least every other day. It might just be one of the keys that gets me from me to that future self because it just makes it so real. And I will also say the importance of tweaking. Like, don't 100% rely on the robot. Add your personalized touch. Tweak it. It always asks me, like, okay, do you see any room for improvement? Or let me know if I can make any adjustments. And I make those adjustments, or I write them down on paper and I put my own spin into it because, again, it's only working on what you put in. It's even better if you can continue to add your little razzle dazzle to it. All right, guys, I've been really focusing lately on managing my ADHD. ChatGPT has been a huge tool for this. I've used it to help me create routines, schedules, little things like tweaking my skincare, health and fitness. I use it for like my to-do list. Let's get into some practical tips that can help you use ChatGPT better because it doesn't come with a user manual, and anything helps, okay? Be specific. The more specific you are, the more ChatGPT can help you. Instead of putting in something like, how can I improve? Use, what habits can I do on a daily basis to get me towards my goals? And then list exactly what your goals are. The more you're typing, the more details, the more you're oversharing. Now, ChatGPT is where you want to overshare. Okay, I know I just made a video about not oversharing. I know I said don't overshare, but ChatGPT is where you can get all of that out, okay? The more you put in, the more she got you. Next thing that I would highly recommend, and that has been the most transformative for me, is using ChatGPT as a reflection tool. One of the good sides of being an overthinker is that I really dissect myself inside and out. I question the things that I might automatically get defensive about and things like that. I ask it about when I'm in the wrong, my strengths, my weaknesses. It can feel a little bit vulnerable, but it's like, okay, this is a robot. At least I'm not sharing it to a person. I've even used it to help me have difficult conversations. ChatGPT is the best at helping you with a corporate read of any sector of your life. This is a jack of all trades, okay? Which leads me into the future me exercise. I would absolutely use it to examine your goals, organize your goals, categorize your goals, whether it's from 1 year to 5 years from now. It listens to and registers what you say. So oftentimes you can relay something that you put in there 1 month ago and it remembers it about you. If you want me to get more in depth with any of the topics, I would gladly make a video of the future you experience and how I personally targeted that. That is groundbreaking, and that is some of the stuff that I read on a daily basis to remind myself of where I'm headed. This is piquing your curiosity and you want to use ChatGPT as a tool to help your growth. Just start small. Just having a regular conversation, just start to play with it and start to trust kind of how it responds. I know that's kind of weird to say. We are in weird times. We are in the future, okay? We already overexpose a lot of ourselves to technologies. Just kind of ease into it. That's how I did anyway. Sorry guys, my camera died, but I wanted to wrap this up. At the end of the day, the point is we need all the tools that we can get in our personal growth toolbox. And if ChatGPT is not one of them, I would strongly encourage you to change that. Things used to be so much more complicated, like using my own thoughts, my own ways to form words and ideas. It's very, very helpful to have assistance with those types of things. Progress over perfection. It can get really overwhelming with all of the information that it spits out at you. Just take it one at a time, reread it, revise it, review it, write down the things that are the most touching, the most impactful. Write them down so that you have them, that you can review them. It solidifies it a little bit more to get it off of your phone and onto real material and real paper. Otherwise, if you like my vibe, please hang out and subscribe. If you like today's video, give me a thumbs up. If you have any feedback, questions, or something you'd like to share, I would love to see your comment. If any video suggestions that I dropped or mentioned in the video seem like something that you would be interested in or actually watch, let me know and I will get that created. But yes, thank you so much for tuning into today's video and I will see you very soon in the next one.